boys and girls. I have a reading slash talking lesson for you today, and I'm just gonna say it out loud first. It is hard not being in school where I can talk to you and see you each day. If you were in my classroom, we would practice the skill that I'm about to teach you, but because you're not here, I'm gonna have to trust that you and your family practice it together. Today we're gonna talk about asking questions to help us understand. Now there are two reasons why you would want to ask questions. If someone's talking, it's important to ask them questions afterwards for two reasons. Reason number one, if they're explaining something that you need to know, that way you can understand it. And the other reason why you should ask questions is to make sure that they know that you care about them by asking them questions about something that they're interested in. So, for example, if I was talking to you about how important it is to be safe in school, not run with scissors, not try to hurt anyone, keeping our hands to ourselves, and then I got done telling you that and you were just kind of like, I don't know if you understood or not. So it's important for you to ask questions, and we call that clarify. That means make sure that I'm understanding the same thing that you're understanding. And it's another good thing to do if you're confused. If someone's telling you something, like a teacher's teaching, and you say, I'm confused, I don't understand. Instead of just keeping it quiet and not saying anything, it's important to ask questions to make sure that you understand. So sometimes that's hard and scary. Sometimes it's scary to ask questions. So I'm gonna give you some talking stems. And what that means is I'm gonna start the sentence and you can finish it. So here is the first sentence stem. It says, can you tell me more about, and then you finish it. So if I'm teaching you how to add and you're confused, you could say, can you tell me more about how to add? And that would let me know that I need to explain it again. So there you go. Asking, can you tell me more about, will help us clarify. And this works with friendships too. If your friend is talking about something that they really like polar bears, you can show them that you're interested by saying, can you tell me more about polar bears? I'll bet they would really like that. Okay, here's another one. You can say, I have a question about. So if someone's talking and you start going, huh? What? I'm confused. You can either raise your hand or just say, if you're talking to them, I have a question about that. And then you can ask your question. Saying, I have a question tells them that you have a question. So that way they can help you understand after you've told them that you have a question. Okay? So we have, can you tell me more about, and then we have, I have a question about. And both of these are just really good ways of asking someone to go over it again. And then here's a really good sentence stem. Ready? Can you tell me why you think that? This is a great question, because I could say to you, dogs are the best pets in the whole wide world. And you might not know why I think that. You might not agree with me. You might say, no, cats are the best pets in the whole wide world. Or bearded dragons are the best pets in the whole wide world. But then we could get into a fight. Instead, you could say, can you tell me why you think that? Why do you think dogs are the best pets? And then I could tell you why and explain it. And then if it was your turn and you said, well, I think cats are the best pets, I could say, can you tell me why you think that? And then I would listen while you talk to me about why cats are the best. So these are great ways to not only in school and in life make sure that we are understanding what someone is telling us, the information that we're learning, but it's also a great way to not get into a conflict, that's a fancy word for a fight, with a friend or a sibling or someone that we're talking with. It's a good way to be respectful and treat someone well, and then really start to understand them a little bit better. So I have a challenge for you this week. I want to see if you're talking with someone, if you could say one of these. Can you tell me more about something that they're talking about? You could say, I have a question about, you know, you could ask your mom or dad or whoever you live with. You'd say, I have a question about why it's important for you that I clean my room. They could tell you why it's important. And then, or this one, can you tell me why you think that? If someone tells you their opinion or what they think, you could just say, why do you think that? And I think you'll get to know them a little bit better. So if we were here in school, we would practice this right now, but your assignment is to practice it at home this week.